There again, lost for words, I am. So I did the video, not one person, not one. It's crazy. It really is crazy that just nobody questions anything. What's the worst thing that I could have said? I solved everything in through the chase. That's the worst thing I could have said. Because that means potentially that I only solved what was in the book. But I've been saying for 4 years that all you need is the poem. Everything is in the poem. Everyone is in the poem. So what I should be saying to you, what you should be questioning is if everyone is in the poem and everything is in the poem, why don't you solve everything in the poem now? And why don't you find everything that was in the poem? Sorry. And nobody asked the question. Now, sometimes I do a precursor to what I'm going to do, or I make mistakes and expect people to find them and they don't, or errors, or whatever they are that's supposed to be that we do intentionally. And well, one or two have in the past, but it's crazy. It it's just run of the mill average people who weren't interested in anything, who didn't spend nearly 15 years or however long you're in the chase, listening to information, reading information, trying to get that information to help you. This is the same video but slightly different because I would have said some of the things I want to say, but I was expecting to say it in proving that it was in the poem, in proving that it was to the end. It's not the end. So what we read was everything in the thrill of the chase. And here is FF. What if it was everything in Forrest Fenn's The Thrill of the Chase poem? What if it was the poem? All you need is the poem. So everything is in the poem. All you need is the poem. I don't know. What's this word? A-L-L. Oh, in. It's in the poem. Here is need. Actually, it is in the poem, isn't it? Whilst all is in the poem, it's in the poem. Oh, look, I've been telling you I'm in the poem. Literally, in the word poem, there's a man with a gun in the poem. And is he part of the All you need is in the poem. I think he is, because this is the word need, and this is the word all. So all and need. There's a man with a gun over there telling you you've got to beware. So, what if? Those are the questions, aren't they? Those are the questions you're supposed to ask. Does that say beware? Does that say beware? Where there's a man with a gun. That's strange. Beware, there's a man with a gun over there. Is there a man with a gun? MAGUN. There's a man with a gun. Without the gun, it's not a man. It's just mama, mama. There's a man with a gun over there. If you beware, you will see the man with the gun over there. How does Forrest do it? Why do I even bother looking for it? I don't know. I have no idea. Is it all just purely coincidental that all of this is happening? With Stuth, let's not forget, this is about Stuth. Look, listen. What's that sound? The beat of the drum, hoop of the dance, sound of the horn. Donald? Hmm. Hmm. So, if, what if I did it correct? And it said, good work, Mario. You read me and found everything in the Forrest Fenn Thrill of the Chase poem. There the stuff. Listen to your heart. Hear what it's saying now. What else? Thanks, Mario. I had great fun. The end? Or to the end? Thanks, Mario. I had great fun. To the end. Because you were supposed to have fun, were we not? Were we not supposed to have fun? What is a miracle of beauty? Is the poem a miracle of beauty? It's a miracle. Some would say written by a higher hand. Hmm. Lowercase. Is this an Amiga? Two Amigas. I wonder what this represents. This represents butterfly. Hmm. Another butterfly. No, that doesn't represent a butterfly. That might. I have no idea how Forrest Fenn managed to hint as often as he did, because there are a few hints scattered through the poem. What they mean, if they mean anything. I wonder if there are any clues in the poem that may or may not hint to something. What does it matter what the word is, as long as the person knows what it is you are saying? Is this lives, evils, olive? Olive. Is that a girl or a fruit or part of a jar? Hmm. What about the low-hanging fruit? Is this a girl? Is it evils? Is it lives? Or is it olive? Oh, olive is in the chest. Wonder what else was in the chest. Was there any paper in the chest? Hmm. Actually, there was some paper in the chest, wasn't there? There was some paper in the chest. We know that because it was in the olive jar. So one would expect, if there was information in the poem, that there would be paper. And that paper would have something to do with, I don't know, maybe an olive jar. What do you reckon? Do you reckon that's possible? Do you reckon there is some olive? There might be some paper associated with the olive. Do you reckon there could be, as has been mentioned, a narrative written in the poem? Every piece of information that you could require, or would require, or should require, or was given is in the poem. Could that be the reason for all you need is in the poem? So you had to believe, and you had to believe in a maverick, and you had to believe that you knew that maverick, or even the word maverick. So I wonder if they found the Palisades yet, without all the other stuff, just by reading the poem, finding a soul or a proposal. I wonder if the word proposal is in the poem. I suppose it might be possible, along with Palisade. I wonder if the word approval is there. Whose approval would that be? Do we have any idea whose approval we could be waiting for? Is it possible? When we're thinking of the chest or the trove, do we need somebody's approval in that? Forrest couldn't end the chase, even if he wanted to. What does that mean? So you have had the truth. The treasure is real. The story is real. Is it the story is real? The treasure is real. And yet no one has a story. No one has a treasure. No one has a chest. And I can hear people now shouting and screaming, Justin has a chest, Justin has a chest. Well, if you want to go that way, well, so does Copper Dan. And so do people who walk from Zanetti. Crazy. So there is a narrative, a story in the thrill of the chase, in itself a story. And in all of that, there is another story. That's for the finder to tell. Has the finder already told a story? Or is there a finder out there that has a story to tell? And that's up to them. There was a chest hidden in the Rocky Mountains. Hidden, and then the treasure was hidden in the same afternoon. What does that mean? Who is the real Forrest Fenn? Hope no one ever finds out. There's a way to know, but I'd have to kill you. I think he said that to Lorraine Mills and to another reporter. Not in those words, but the implication was there that I could tell you. And yet he did. He told us all. So the question is, two can keep a secret if one of them is dead. There was nothing in that statement that meant somebody was already dead. Nothing. Two can keep a secret if one of them is dead. Okay, everybody thinks one of them is dead. But it doesn't have to be the case. Two people could still be alive. And then one of them is dead. So it could read two people can keep a secret even if one of them is dead. What if two people were alive at the time of that statement, both keeping a secret? But then who's going to reveal the secret? If two can keep a secret if one of them is dead, then if that person is dead, one is keeping a secret. But then if that person died, no one keeping the secret, how will you ever know? What if that person who was dead is alive and kicking? La 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 la. Simple minds. Simple minds. Is that what it took? Simple minds, uncomplicated. You see, some people would have you believe that everybody believes that rednecks are stupid. And some people would stick up for them and say, no, they're not stupid. And yet they are simple. Wouldn't it be nice if a person with a simple mind, straightforward, straight, right? What if that sort of person, a purist even, what if that sort of person would find it? See, guessing leads to a thin wallet. I believe now that so does not listening, and so does not questioning. The statement is, good work, man. You read me and found everything in the thrill of the chase program. Or Forrest Fenn poem. Just to be precise. Thanks, Mario. I had great fun to the end. From the beginning to the end. Is it the end, my friend? I don't think it's the end. It's the end of this journey, but there are many more rivers to cross. See, don't make the alligator mad until you cross the river. Who was he talking to? He was talking to the thousands in the chase community. That's an alligator. When you cross the river, you pass the river and you die. Don't make the thousands mad before you die. We heard before Forrest passed away, rest in peace, Major Forrest Burke Fenn, we heard, think nice thoughts. Forrest didn't make anybody mad. And then the chest was found. Don't make the thousands mad until you die, or before you die. And it seems that's pretty much the case. And then people got mad. But that was okay because Forrest had passed. And it was okay for people to be mad, but not crazy mad, like some people. Not vindictive, abusive, insulting, vengeful, and many other words. Seeking to tarnish the name of Major Forrest Burke Fenn. Seeking to, I can't think of any words, the best words, but to impose on his family that Forrest said had nothing to do with the thrill of the chase. To leave them out because the buck stopped with him. It seems some people didn't listen good in that respect. And again, I tell you, whilst I do not like these people for what they have done, there is a script, a narrative that needs to be followed. And whilst I believe the most insane person in this thrill of the chase, Dave Man from the East, has to be part of this narrative. But like I say, I'm ready to accept that, whatever it is, whatever you call it, mobile home, RV, whatever you want to call it, I don't know what you call them. I'd be willing to accept that. Thanks for that. If I'm the finder who has the real, true, correct answer to the through the chase. And I would only accept it, if David B wanted it. It's no good to me. And I would accept it if David B doesn't want it, if somebody else needed it. Because like I say, it's no good to me. 100 grand, I think you should give it to charity. Or should those people really exist, to them? For the insult that he did. It's crazy to think that one person could ignore so much of what Forrest said. And therefore, I raise my voice and say things, but inside, most of the time, man, I think Forrest must have had his side splitting. I think of what he said to help people, and then I hear the soul, and I think, what do you think? Because It just begs belief that people don't hear the simple statement. No one's going to stumble on that chest. It's like, I don't know. It's almost as if he says, don't bother searching. Ain't going to find it. And then you all go out looking and he must be laughing his socks off. As, Shiloh did. No one's ever going to find it there. It's just, I don't know. Even that, even that, just like, what are you listening to? The chest was found, and the statement you're hearing is, you could hide it in the same place. What? Wait, what? The chest is found. There is no hiding. What? What? That's worse than, does anybody know about my secret treasure? Wait, what? What? You could hide the same place. It's just been found. What are you going to hide? It's been found. Why are you going to hide it in the same place? It's been found. What's being hid in the same place? And if it has been found, somebody's going to find it there because it's been found. So if somebody found it there originally, somebody will find it there next time. So what are you listening to? It's like, hang on. It's hard to believe that you don't put that, that in perspective. You could hide it in the same spot. Nobody will ever find it there. You're not supposed to be hiding anything, Forrest. It's been found, and somebody's supposed to get something. Are you talking about something else? You can hide something else in the same spot because it's been found. And no one will ever find it there. It's been found. Somebody found it there. So the somebody that found it there will be able to find it there. So nobody but one person will be able to find it there. So what's the statement about? Then, will I ever know? Says Dale. Yes, says Father. But now is not the time. And it's not a precise quote, but that's what was meant by the statement. You will know, Dale. But I can't tell you now. But I promise you, as your friend, you will know the answer. Just now is not the time. So what does that tell you? What does it tell you? The answer you are given is not the answer. What are you worried about? The answer you are given is not the answer. It's a narrative. But Forrest can't tell the answer. Now is not the time. Can't end the chase, even if he wanted to. It's not the time. And he probably couldn't. So therefore, there is a narrative that must play out, which means you can't end the chase. That would be like, I don't know, ripping the last 10 pages out of the book. Isn't it? And you all don't know what the answer is because somebody ripped out the last 10 pages of the book. So there is a poem in The Thrill of the Chase. And in that poem, there are poems. And in that poem, there is a dictionary. And in that poem, there is a thesaurus. And in that poem, there is a book, and in that poem, there are, let's call them ciphers. Why do I call them ciphers? Well, Forrest said, decipher the clues in my poem. Poem. Hey, what's that sound? Poem. Everybody look what's going down. Decipher the clues in my poem. Not the Popo Aggie, the Posy. Not that. Not sinks. Not all of those things in there. Not all of those things that you did. None of them. Because any of those thoughts are yours. Taking you and everybody else, however many thousands of people did this, to places where everybody else goes. A free-for-all. A wonderland of mystery and suspense in the great outdoors. And yet, if you look across, there'll be somebody there. Can't be there then. So I think the analogy I gave was, there's a place in the house that the kids don't go. It's the parents' bedroom. They're in the area, but that bedroom, that's isolated. It's an isolated spot within a large area where there are lots and lots and lots of people coming and going. And yet, that place is a place they do not go. So whilst you will see people milling around, doing stuff, the place where the chest is, nah. Nah. If I put the chest in the bedroom, nobody would find it. If it was, the kids. So we are the kids. And Forrest tells us it's in a place people would not normally go. It's out of bounds because it's isolated. So what you're saying then is, Forrest said, there are people 200 feet from it, and many 500 feet. But where the chest is, no one. Not one person. Where the chest is, not one person. And then, if you get within 12 feet, so the truth of the matter, the information is there for you, and it's all truth, as long as you're reading the narrative. The story is real. It's a real story. A real story. If I tell you a story, it's real. I told you the story, therefore it exists as a story, and it is a real story. But in behind that narrative, there is a real story. The story you have is the script. But behind that script, there is a real miracle. And it's epic. So the simple truth is, it doesn't seem like people listen or question anything that goes on. It's the poem. and all you need is the poem. And the poem, miracle of beauty. Chase, same. How Forrest did it, I don't know. I have no idea. But if you're not prepared to listen or follow the top part of that poem, the beat of the drum, the sound of the horn, the elder, the octogenarian, the elder that spoke, especially in the scrapbook, how will you know? Tires? Why would Forrest write about tires? Yellowstone National Park? Which entrance did he go? Where did he park his car? Hmm. Oh, I wonder. How would I know that? How would I know? To the east, is it possible that I would know about a car? About a car? About a car? Car that you would leave your friend in? Here is a friend. Here is Lee. Here is your. Here is car. Does it make sense? Oh, yeah, yeah, it makes absolute sense. Yes, no, it makes absolute sense when Forrest says leave your friend in the car because blah, blah, blah. It doesn't make any sense at all. You try to work out something that makes it make sense because you want it to make sense. What if you just wrote in the poem? And as the finder, you were supposed to find that information. So it made sense to you. Chess had not moved in the 10 years, etc., etc., etc. It's in the poem. Please listen. It's in a place where people do not normally go. Forrest, how do you know the chest is still there? Because it's in a place people do not normally go. What? Yeah, no one goes there. Maybe did a trial run, put the chest there. It didn't go, so then thought, oh, I can do it. But it's in a place people do not normally go. He doesn't need to look if it's there. No one goes there. No one's going to stumble on that chest. It's in a place nobody goes to. No one's going to stumble on it. But therefore, it's still there. And worst case scenario, if somebody did go there and there was an olive jar, I would deduce that the information in that olive jar that's so small that you need a magnifying glass, I would deduce that there is information in there. You would get in touch with Forrest and say, Forrest, what's this stuff? I'm not messing with it, but what's this stuff that you're talking about? Well, Forrest knew because of his remote view, his alien friends, his time travel, his, I don't know, and he just knew. And he didn't need to check on it. But I would say, if nobody goes to that spot, if I said that there was a chest full of sweets hidden in a place where people don't normally go, and I hid it in my bedroom, no, where my children, the children, don't normally go, I hid it there and I told them to find it. If I said it's in a place you don't normally go, they'll go, yeah, it's in the bedroom, you don't normally go there. Well, they wouldn't look all over the house, would they, heck? They wouldn't look all over the house. It's in a place you don't normally go. I know where it is. We never normally go in there. They don't go looking all over the house and calling me a liar and a fraud and whatever because I can't find it. They would probably say, we know where it is, but we can't get it. We know where it is, but we can't get it. Or you hid it there knowing that no one's going to get it. They would have to tell you if you could be trusted. Don't trust anyone, not even me. What? How can I tell you where it is? If I can't trust you, how can I tell you where it is? Everyone in the chase is in the poem. There is a solution to finding the chest. There is a solution for a secret treasure. There are many solutions that are right. Forrest already knew those answers. He wanted the answer from that fish, not just one answer. And like I say to David, if it is just one answer, if you just had to find the chest and you got title to the gold, then the chest gets donated and you get title to the gold. But you don't get the chest. You get title to the gold because the chest gets donated. And the chest never went to heritage auction, and neither did all the jewelry. I wonder if the thing that the finder would like went to the auction. I doubt it. I don't think that went to the auction. I'd be very surprised if that went to the auction. But I would like to have that as a reminder that that answer is what this was about. See, people say, oh, they didn't show the thing that the finder would like. What's happened to that? What's happened to the thing that the finder would like? And now they've forgotten about the thing that the finder would like. But it's pretty important. See, it's important to know what's worth knowing and what isn't. And you were all looking up things that weren't worth knowing because you were looking outside of the poem. Good research, as Forrest said. only, the only thing that he probably mentioned, you know, that would make you spend hours was Google Earth. And then he says Google Earth doesn't go down far enough. So hang on, how good is it if it won't get you to the crux of the matter? How good is it? And if it goes down to Street View, how far down does it have to go? You see, those places that you go, I think Google Earth goes down far enough. So the truth is the truth. You can't handle the truth. In this case, you have to see with your ears. Just imagine there is a chest to be found in the Forrest Fenn Ttotc poem. Merely, don't have to have the book, merely read it with a little imagination. You will find it. Seek and ye shall find. That's it. Get the poem, read it, imagine. What if? What if Forrest did this? It's a whole new ball game. And then you enter the thrill of the chase. And you may enter the treasure. There's treasure inside. TTI, TTI Friday. I know it's TGI, but TTI Friday. Or is that Robinson Crusoe? An island. Thank the individual Friday. Forrest was on the island, jarred awake. Captain Kidd. And he didn't know if he found the treasure or not. It is now in safe hands, clean hands, if you will. And it was always in safe hands. Ciao for now. Thanks for watching. Take care. Remember to stop, look, listen before you cross the road to the other side. Because I can cross that damn street whenever I want.